Hello students. So today our topic for 6th class is the Chinese civilization and our subtopic will be progress of Chinese civilization in science and technology. So let us start. Progress in science and technology. So silk and paper are their greatest contributions to the world. Beautiful bronze vessels decorated with figures of animals and dragons, statues of dancing girls, and weapons were made by them. In the first two pictures, you can see the bronze vessels and it has been decorated with the animals and birds you can see over there. So they were the first to make glazed pottery made of a clay called porcelain. Now what is porcelain? A hard, shiny, white substance used for making expensive cups, plates, etc. It is also known as Chinaware. In the third and fourth picture, you can see the Chinaware. In every house, you can see this Chinaware, chini ke bartan. Is it clear? It is known as Chinaware. They also created beautiful woodwork inlaid with ivory. Now what is ivory? It's made by tusks of animal. In the last picture, the fifth one, you can see the woodwork and inside you can see the white work which is over there. It is made by the ivory, by elephant tusks or any other tusks of any other animal like rhinoceros is also over there. Is it clear? So the Chinese developed various branches of science like physics, astronomy, mechanics, medicine, and mathematics. They made seismograph and recorded earthquake. In first two pictures, you can see the seismograph. In 132 AD, the Chinese astronomer Zheng Heng created seismograph. So there was pendulum inside the vessel that swung when there was an earthquake or when the earth moved, when the ground moved, which set off levers inside the seismograph, which set off levers inside the seismograph, which knocked the balls out of the dragon's mouth and into the toad's mouth. So when the ball which is inside the dragon mouth, it will fall into the toad's mouth, it means there is an earthquake. The next picture which you can see is of our astronomical clock, but first of all we'll discuss about the mariner compass. They also invented mariner compass, paper, gunpowder, umbrella and kites. So have a look on that last picture, that is the fourth picture, that is our mariner compass. The handle of the spoon which you can see, it is made up of magnetic lodestone, ladle or lodestone. The plate is of bronze and inside which you can see the circle, it means heaven, and the full plate, bronze plate, means earth. The spoon represents the great bear. We are having the constellation in our sky, in our universe, that is the great bear, which points toward south. The plate bears the Chinese characters which denotes 8 main directions, our cardinal points, that is the north, east, south, west, and the intermediate direction, that is northeast, south, east, southwest, northwest. Is it clear? So we are having our 4 main directions and then 4 cardinal points are over there. Then the symbols which you can see inside that bronze plate, they have taken from I Ching oracle books, which were correlated with the directions separately marked are final gradations of 24 compass points. And along the outermost edge are the 28 lunar characters. Along with the navigation, this mariner compass is also used for geomancy or feng shui. Now, what do you mean by geomancy? The technique of aligning buildings according to the forces of nature. So these were the uses of our this mariner compass. The last you can see the third picture which is over there. It is the astronomical clock. It is used to study the positions of the stars. It is related to the scientific study of stars. Now the last point which is over there, that is the enrich your knowledge. So one point which we have left over there in progress of science and technology. So our Chinese also used great deal of wood to construct palaces. So one of the most spectacular archaeological discoveries is the tomb of an emperor. In size, the tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang is larger than the Great Pyramid in Egypt. So in second picture you can see it contains an army of 8,000 soldiers standing in full military dress according to their divisions and ranks. All these soldiers are made up of terracotta. Now what is terracotta? A type of fired clay, red brownish in color, used in ornamental building material and in modeling also, which we are making models in that or in our schools in that. Is it clear? Toys also are made of terracotta soil or terracotta clay. It was found under a field by archaeologists in 1974 in Shaanxi province. Now if you will see the soldiers, no two soldiers have same facial features. They are having different facial features. This army pit contains 130 chariots, rath, 520 horses and 150 cavalry horses on which soldiers used to sit to fight in the battles. It's a form of funerary art buried with the emperor in 2010-2009 BCE with the purpose of protecting the emperor in his afterlife, that is after death. So from here we come to know that like all other civilization, the Chinese civilization also believed in life after death. So Chinese believed that after death the person goes to some other planet and he's living over there and he needs his army, he needs his treasure, his favorite dress, his favorite food, everything is over there. Is it clear? So Chinese also believed in life after death. So with this we have finished our first chapter of second term, that is the Chinese civilization. In the next video I will send you the exercise part and the question answers of this Chinese civilization. Thank you.